but the integrity of your hair is gonna be lost along with your natural color. I thought I had jacked my locks up one time, dyeing them too soon. Hey friend, hey, I'm Bianca Yasmin. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. So today we're gonna be getting into some things that might damage your locks. During my 3-year lock journey, I managed to take pretty good care of my locks, but I have had a couple scares and I've heard the lessons of others. So I wanted to share them with you to make sure you know about the things that could damage your locks. Now we're all grown and you're gonna do what you wanna, but just know that some of these things might cause damage. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1, I know you know I'ma say it, and it truly hurts my heart to have to. But as you probably already know, bleaching is going to damage your locks. You can maintain it, but the integrity of your hair is gonna be lost along with your natural color. And I'm so sad about it. Especially if you plan to keep up with the bleach once it starts to fade or your hair starts to grow out. But also, dyeing your locks too soon. I thought I had jacked my locks up one time, dyeing them too soon. I caught myself waiting at least a year,
like folks suggest.
but I feel like I just needed to zhuzh my locks up. And so I tried to dye them. I think I was like 7 months and I dyed them myself. Oh, what a mistake. And I don't know if this really happened or if I was just tripping, but I swear I thought my locks got thinner that day. I feel like they've thickened back up since then, but I'll never know since I wanted to dye my locks out prematurely. So beware and be prepared. Number 2, wearing lock jewelry too early in your lock journey might cause some damage, especially if the jewelry is heavy. The weight of the lock jewelry will start to pull down on your locks and cause damage. I didn't try lock jewelry the first year of my lock journey, but I've heard other people talk about their experiences, and I've seen them having to repair a damaged lock or two because the weight of the lock jewelry thinned out their locks. I did try lock sprinkles though, around my 8th or 9th month, and I didn't see any damage, and I think it's because they were lightweight. Number 3, retwisting too often. And I know some people do this to avoid frizz or to keep that neat look. But for my ladies, if it's bothering you, just try to wear a head wrap instead of retwisting too often so you can prevent your locks from thinning out. I remember I would leave 2 locks in the front early in my lock journey. And I remember one time I tried to keep them retwisted for a little bit because anytime they would get untwisted, they start to pop up. And so I would try to keep maintaining the retwist so that they would at least lay down for your girl. And I was thinking, it ain't that much, it'll be alright. Wrong. My locks definitely thinned out a little bit during that time, okay? And I immediately halted that little experiment. Number 4, wearing high tension styles too often, like ponytails, buns, and a lot of lock styles, can damage your locks over time. I've seen some people's locks thin out by the first year to the point of needing repair. One of the reasons I love being able to do my own lock styles and retwists is because I can ensure that I'm not retwisting too tightly or causing unnecessary tension. Whereas some locticians be retwisting so tight, I can see the person's hair follicles being pulled up from their head. Number 5, and I know the girlies don't want to hear this, but wearing protective styles over your locks that are too tight for too long, too early in your lock journey might damage your locks. This is just like what I said about the tension. The weight of the additional braiding hair might cause thinning at the roots, especially if your locks haven't matured yet, but either way, honestly. I've never worn braids over my locks just because I'm enjoying the process, but if I were to try it, I'd focus on the braiding hair to natural hair ratio, making sure I'm not adding too much braiding hair to my locks, and I wouldn't go too much longer in length than my natural hair because I want to be sure the weight isn't too much on my locks. Number 6, products that cause buildup. Using things like retwisting products, conditioners, and heavy oil can damage your locks over time where you'll start to see white residue poking out. I personally stay away from white products altogether. I don't use conditioners or retwisting products. I do use gel to lay my edges, but I never brush them back into my locks, and I also make sure to wash all the product out at the end of the day. And the oils I use to retwist my hair are very lightweight, so they don't cause buildup either. I've got a video on how you can prevent buildup in your locks. Click the link to check it out. Well, I hope these tips help you in your journey to avoid damaging your locks. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.